So at this point in Pokemon Journeys, Go has a lot of Pokemon, and I find myself forgetting what he's actually caught at this point, and I'm sure a lot of people do as well. So today I'm going to be going over every single Pokemon Go has caught as of episode 96 in Journeys. I'll be going in order of the regions that Go caught them in, from Kanto to Galar, so let's get started and I hope you enjoy. To kick things off, we have a bunch of bug types from Kanto. Most of them were caught in episode 6 of Journeys, where he really begun his goal. We have Caterpie, Metapod, Venomoth, Venonat, Paris, Parasect, Butterfree. We have then Go's Pinsir, who has had more development than most, having its relationship with Go's Heracross and being in the recent Erica episode. Finishing up for the bugs, we have a Weedle and a Kakuna. But also we have Go's Beedrill and Go's Scizor, who have both had some pretty decent sized development, with Cypher being Go's first real struggle capture, and he even took it to train with Wixstrom to evolve into a Scizor. And then Beedrill has been shown a few times, most notably helping out Go with the giant Golurk. Next, Go caught a Tentacle during the Iceberg race in Sinnoh, and then he went on to get another water type in the same episode where Ash caught his Dragonite, Go caught his Dugong, who has been a pretty prominent member of Go's team, helping out whenever there's water involved. Go caught a Cubone in a pretty wholesome episode and a different kind of capture for Go. A few standard Kanto captures here being Spearow, Rattata, Pidgey, Nidoran both male and female, Oddish, Poliwag, Grimer and Ekans. A bunch of Pokemon that were pretty easy captures and haven't really done much noteworthy yet. Most of these were caught during the Pokemon Orientating contest. But then he did capture a Farfetch at the end of the contest, and Farfetch has been around for a few important episodes, such as when Go caught Sobble and when Ash caught his Galarian counterpart Farfetch. They even got to battle. Go caught an Execute who evolved into an Executor, which led Ash and Go to visit Alola to check out the Alolan counterpart. Go's first and only trade Pokemon at this point is his Heracross, who's been a pretty prominent member for Go. He got it from Kylie after she lost her battle with Ash, and then from there Heracross has had its own little thing going on with Pinsir. Go battled the Karate Master off screen and managed to snag himself a Hitmonchan. I really wish we saw this battle. Go caught himself a Pikachu on the island of Pikachu and evolved it into a Raichu. It's been present quite a lot and it has a very kind, caring personality, feeding everyone berries all the time. Go's first fossil Pokemon was an Aerodactyl. The episode was a bit underwhelming and I wish we see a bit more of Aerodactyl in the future. He also caught a Geodude outside of Rock Tunnel. Next we have Grookey, Go's grass type, who's still his main Pokemon at the minute, always on Go's shoulder, and hasn't really done a whole lot. I'm hoping to get some more development ASAP. Finishing us off for the Kanto Pokemon, we have Bellsprout, Raticate, Pidgeotto, and finally for his Kanto caught Pokemon we have his shiny blue Voltorb. Now on to all the Pokemon Go has caught in Johto, and we have a Sentret to start us off here, followed by Stantler and a Mischievous, who were all caught on Go's first ever trip to Johto in episode 9. And then we have an Ariados and a Pineco, who were all caught in a fantastic episode where Go reunites with his long lost friend Horace. Go managed to catch a Chinchou whilst fishing in Cianwood. And then the capture that drove everyone insane, we have the legendary Pokemon Suicune. Overall a decent episode showing off Go's ability to really connect with Pokemon and help him in dire situations. We also have a Drowsy that Go caught off screen to help out with Suicune's injuries. And finally for Johto we have the Murkrow that Go caught in the town that was stuck in the endless darkness. On to Hoenn, and kicking us off we have Tailo, who Go caught on his first ever trip to Hoenn, where him and Ash competed in the Battle Frontier tournament. And then we have the 3 Wurmple who all ended up evolving at the same time into Dustox, a random Wingull that Go caught in Slateport. Go caught the whole Trapinch line in the desert in a really good episode where he had a nice climactic battle with Flygon, the same episode where Ash was dealing with his losing streak. Absol the disaster Pokemon, a nice capture for Go, although an underwhelming episode. I enjoyed when he brought it back to help out with Alistair and the Ghost Train. And then diving into the Hoenn waters we have a Sharpedo and Kingdra, who were both caught in the great Project Mew episode featuring the Elite Four member Drake. On to Sinnoh, and wow, this is a short list. Journeys really need to start giving Go some Sinnoh Pokemon, and I'm surprised they haven't considering all the Sinnoh promotion we've had recently. But first up we have a Mantike who was caught in his first trip to Sinnoh back in episode 8. And then the other 3 are from the Team Rocket vacation episode, and they're all Kanto water types, being Goldeen, Magikarp, and then another Magikarp which was a lot bigger, who Go used to compete in the Magikarp Jump contest a couple episodes later. Next on to UNOVA, and we have Darmanitan that Go caught on the door of the Colossus ruins. Go's Darmanitan has been seen quite a few times and shows that it's strong in battle in that same episode. Also in that episode, Go caught a Sandile. And then of course the giant Golurk that Go caught in the fantastic raid battle he had with Ash. And I really love this episode. I love how Golurk is a guardian of the lab and it sits on its perch looking out all the time. I do want to see it in battle sometime though. We have a Pansear and a Panpour that Go caught in UNOVA in the episode where Ash went to battle Iris, a Durant that Go caught in Driftvale, a Rag'n'Roller and a Ferrothorn that were both caught in Go's Project Mew trial while he searched for the shiny Volcarona, and then finally a Lilligant that was caught off screen and brought back to the lab to make Pinsir jealous. I wish we got the UNOVA journey that this was caught in. Another pretty short list here for Kalos, starting with Binacle, who was caught in the episode that Ash battled with Karina, and then Go also caught 4 Flabébés who all evolved into Floettes in that very same episode. Also in that episode he caught a Scatterbug, a Phantom and a Fletchling. On Ash's Mega Evolution adventure near Shalor City, Go came along with him to Mega Island and found himself a Camerupt. Could possibly be a hint that he could Mega Evolve this thing. Alola is up next and we begin with Pyukumuku, who Go caught on the beach of Alola, the first Alola Pokemon he caught, and then the whole reason they went to Alola in the first place was to find an Alolan Executor, and Go managed to catch one. Their second visit to Alola, where Ash was recognised as the Alola champ, Go caught himself an Alolan Geodude, a Bruxish and a Passimian, all in the Pokemon Catch Adventure race. Finally we have the Pokemon Go caught in Galar, starting with his most notable Pokemon and his trusted partner Cinderace. Go caught Scorbunny as his first ever Pokemon, and it really showed Go that Pokemon can become close partners and friends, and stopped him from wanting to catch Mew first. He caught a Squovet in the following episode and that evolved into a Greedent and won the Pokemon eating contest. Next is Inteleon, caught as a shy little Sobble and having the dream to evolve all the way up. I really love this Pokemon and the development that it's had, one of my favourite Pokemon that Go owns, and for sure one of his strongest and most important. We have a Bunnelby which was caught in the Slumbering World, and then we have a Boldore who was caught in the Fossil episode in the Wild area, and of course he obtained the Fossil Arctozolt not long after, a Morlul that was caught in the Glimwood Tangle, a Galarian Stunkfist and a Phalanx that were both caught in the same episode, a Milcery that was caught in the Opal episode which evolved into Alcremie in a very unique way, and then a Shedinja and a Galarian Corsola who were caught during Ash's Gigantamax adventure along with Gengar and Alistair. And that wraps us up for Galar. However, we have 4 more Pokemon that have an unknown region so far. We have Mankey and Krabby who were caught on the island with Mewtwo on, where we don't know the specific region, and then Diglett who was caught on the Laxton farm, and finally a random Hoot who randomly appeared at the lab with no explanation. And that wraps it up. Go currently has 92 Pokemon that he keeps around at the lab. Of course there are more instances like Eternatus where he has the Dex entry, but these are just Pokemon that Go genuinely caught and has come back with to the lab. And the 92 Pokemon are all the current state of the Pokemon, so of course it would be more if you counted every evolution and every single Dex entry, but that's a hell of a lot of Pokemon for Go. And things have been slowed down massively in his progression. I feel like journeys have focused on Ash recently a lot more, and Go hasn't been catching as much, which could hint towards Go sticking around for a long time in the anime, who knows. But that's it for this video. That is every Pokemon that Go has caught so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who's your favourite of the bunch? Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.